Wentz now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Big hold of the 30. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 23 yards the pickup there.
The 39-yard line.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
4 yards.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice bad start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on second and 6. Rodgers, he'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Packers.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry now. This is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nate Gary on the tackle.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Down at the 37-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Green Bay.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Packers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And a Packer.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
It's second.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Complete to Tyler Irvin.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Richard.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Third down and
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It was covered by Jair Alexander.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, and fall on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the win, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going up top for Taylor, and that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let it create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Wentz again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
17.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Green Bay.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Rodgers to throw once more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Packers 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on set. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wentz. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Sanders has the first down and much more. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 45 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Rodgers to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one. So after the INT, here's Wentz.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I remember Coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. They've got his man complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.